Hello everyone, Ian here at AbelCine in Burbank, and today I'm checking out LED lighting instruments from Kino Flo. We have 3 in the LED family. This is the Diva, this is the Freestyle, and on a yoke behind me is the Celeb. And we're going to go through different lighting scenarios, shoot some footage, and show off the different characteristics of each of these lighting instruments. We're going to start off by taking a look at the Freestyle. We're going to take the Freestyle outside, and I want to shoot in paparazzi mode. And when you shoot that mode, which basically is trying to simulate what it would look like to have old-fashioned bulbs going off on still cameras, it's usually an event with a lot of action, a lot of moving parts. So I wanted to replicate that type of feel in order to get the paparazzi feel. Before we head out with the Freestyle, I just want to take a moment to show you the menu structure. I'm not going to get really specific here because I'm going to show you the settings that I'm using for different lighting setups. So I'm just going to concentrate on paparazzi for right now. If I go into my menu mode, I have an encoder knob on the side here that I can turn, and I can go to my different stations. If I push in, it now allows me to change different aspects of the lighting. So here I have the FX mode. If I push in again, you can see I can go to my white, which essentially means a mode that I can go in and change my Kelvin temperature as well as the luminance and green magenta shift as well. Here I have a gel mode, so I can call up a gel that traditionally I would have to physically place in front of a light. I now can do it from a catalog of gels built into the software of this light. And an RGB mode, so I can do full custom hue and saturation and come up with these really interesting, unique colors within the lamp itself. I'm going to stick to the FX mode, as I said, and then go to my mode switch. And now that allows me to go in and change different attributes of the rate of flash, all that good stuff. And I have different types of paparazzi modes that I can go into. I can also change the luminance level. That's what dim is right there. And I can change the color temperature of that. And all of that is done by simply clicking on the mode switch and going to the respective control that you want to change. So let's take this outside and see what we can get in paparazzi mode. So I want to take this out, the Freestyle unit, out of the enclosure here so that I minimize the profile and the weight. So to do that, I undo this tie down up here. Then there's a spring-loaded registration up here. Push down, then I pull out. And there you go. On the back, I have the center mount, so I could put the lollipop on here. So if I want to put it onto a stand. And I have the louver so that I'm now focusing the light, getting as much light forward as I can, which is what I want for this shot. Next level. Here I have the Diva Light 21. I'm going to use this in the conference room, and the scenario is that I'm going to use it as a fill light, and I'm going to color balance it to the light that's coming in from a window. But before we go over and shoot that footage, I just want to quickly mention that, first of all, it's outside of its frame, so I have just the Diva itself, and I have a louver installed on it. The louvers come off very quickly with these 4 Velcro strips. It pops out, and now you've got your LED panel. You can get louvers that are either 60 or 90 degrees. And what they do is they focus the light or change the throw of the light. So if I was to keep it in this setup right now, it would be a very broad pattern, give me a very soft light. Whereas given the light scenario, I might want to rein that in and bring the throw of the light a little more into a narrower pattern, and that's where these louvers come into play. On the side here, you see the encoder knob that we have on everyone and the antenna for the wireless connection. The control same interface that you have on all the LEDs. They're all going to look the same. So if you master one, you've mastered them all. The only thing that's going to change on these is how we use them or what mode we're going to use them in. So in the conference room, I'm going to use the Diva in a mode called white, which means that I basically have dimming ability, and I can change my Kelvin temperature, and I have a green magenta shift adjustment as well. I'm in the conference room and I'm here with Cynthia, and we are going to light a scenario where you are using window light or you're using existing light, and we're going to use the Diva 21 to change the lighting ratio on the fill side. So I'm going to take my Sekonic color temp meter, see what the color temp on the side of her face is here, and then I'm going to match it with the Kino. I have my Celeb here up on a grid above the camera, and I wanted to do this for two reasons. First, I wanted to demonstrate how versatile these lights are, and I have it with an optional yoke installed. It also has a very low profile, so if you have low ceilings or you have a constricted production space, this is really ideal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to light sort of a corporate interview type scenario, and I'm going to use the Celeb as my backlight. In addition, I'm going to put the Freestyle on the floor, and I'm going to call up the gel mode so I can take this black seamless here and add a color to it, and then I'm going to use my Diva as the key light with a little bounce card on the other side for fill. I'll show you some behind the scenes footage of that, and then I'll show you the footage from the red. That wraps up my look at LED lighting solutions from Kino Flo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.